Hey guys, how you doing? Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. Question and answer edition today. I'm blessing you with an hour of answering your questions as my gift to you after 7 years of doing this program. Yeah, going on 8. So, yep. So, to me, pretty cool. So, if you guys can see the breakage of my glasses, I dropped them. Yeah, so we'll get new ones. We'll get new ones in for my birthday. Hey, Joe. Hey, Lisa. How's it going? Yeah, we're going to do question and answer, but I'm going to do a little astrology first because there's a new moon, December 30th in Capricorn, and it's powerful, and it starts off the new year, and it sets the pace for the rest of the signs. So, hi, Lise. Yeah, so Lisa's a Capricorn also. So, yeah, there's a bunch of them on here coming up. Yeah, so we'll see who pops on. I'm glad you are, Joe. I haven't seen you forever. So, Lisa, how are you doing? You doing okay? Did you have a okay, good holiday? Or did you stay at home? And I stayed home. I talked to a friend that I haven't seen in 25 years. Talked to him for 3 hours. He was great. Grew up with him. Great. That was my Christmas. That was my Christmas. So I want to say that I'm promoting end of year sale. Never done it before, but 30-minute readings are $65 till January the 2nd, 2 days before my birthday, and that concludes everything. So 30-minute readings are $65. The membership packages that I do for spiritual coaching are all 10% off. I've never done that before. And there's 5 levels of coaching available. It's all on billhobart.com. And hey, Sherry. And what else? Gift certificates are still, if you buy any gift certificate that I've got, and you get a 15-minute reading for free. And on the Coaching for the Soul memberships, you get 10% off the whole year, but you get a free month also. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So those things are at billhobart.com. Check them out. I've had 2 people sign up for the number one package, which is kind of cool. So that's awesome. I'm welcoming them in today. And yeah. So if you're interested in wanting to know what's going on in 2025, in a one-time thing, $65 for half hour. An hour would be $130 instead of $155. If you want coaching, wanting to know what the hell's going on, billhobart.com, 5 different levels, 5 different prices, 5 different amount of time that you spend with me, up to an hour and a half every single month that you can split up you can split up half an hour, you can do them an hour and then a half hour, you can do them all. I have 2 people that do them all in an hour and a half. And it's pretty fun, yes. So Lisa, is today your birthday? Or is it tomorrow? Or the 28th? I forget. I don't think you've had it yet. I don't think. Yeah. So we'll wait another minute or so and then continue just to see who pops on. Because it's vacation time, so there's not a lot of people. It's a day after Christmas. It's the 26th of December. And yeah, so today, well, happy birthday, Lise. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah. But the new moon in Capricorn on the 30th is absolutely going to be monumental for everyone, especially Capricorn. And then the full moon in Capricorn, I believe it's the 15th of new moon. I think it's 2 weeks. It's either the 13th, 14th, or 15th. I'm not sure. That's gonna be massive too. That's gonna light us to the future. Hi, Sheila. And yeah. Hi, Susan. How's it going? Oh, Alice too. Hey, Alice. Hey, Carol. Hey, Kath. Hey, Kathy. Your Christmas donation bought me a new vacuum cleaner. So I'm very appreciative for that. I got a new vacuum. And I was very, very happy about that. Yeah. Kathy made a Christmas donation, and it was pretty cool. I got a new vacuum, which is kind of weird, right? When you think, well, is that big a deal for me? Stuff for my house is a big deal. I'll go shoeless. I'll go I'll go with ratty clothes, whatever. But if I got stuff for my house that I can actually clean my house with, it's a good thing. Had a vacuum, but the dog actually ate the filters when I first got her. And she will be with me 1 year on the 28th. Yes, on Saturday. I don't know. It seems like the dates are wrong. But anyway, when I got her. Because I got her on the Saturday the 28th last year. This should be the 27th this year, I think. Or the 29th. I'm not sure how it works all the time. So yeah. But she'll be here for a year, which I'm very, very happy about. Because she's a little girl. Yeah, she wanted to go outside on the balcony. And she's leaning up against the door, like, you gonna let me out or what? No. I said, you gotta wait till 4:00. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. But thank you, Kathy. And like I was saying, astrology, new moon on the 30th, it is going to really bump us up in energy. It's going to really bump us up into quantum energy, and I'm telling you, the first 3 months of 2025 are going to be kind of WTF moments, okay? Where you're going to be like, okay, what the F? Because the energy that is coming is so intense and so powerful that we are all going to feel it, okay? Now, I posted on Bill Clairvoyant and Bill Hobart, in the Coaching for the Soul group for sure, or on my Bill Hobart Clairvoyant Medium Psychic Facebook page, that, what was it? I don't know if it was the alchemist guy, or if it was somebody else who was talking about quantum energy and how it's going to engulf us, and how it's going to completely put us in 5D. Hey, Kim, into 5D sooner than anybody thought, and we're going to ride that wave, and just continue to ascend. But also, I think in that video too, he was talking about where you should be right. If you are like this right now, it's okay, and that is in chill mode. My ears buzz at the top of an octave all day, every day. And I talked to my sister the other day, and she's like, yeah, mine do too. That's part of ascension. Not having any direction is part of ascension, right? Being docile, and everything that you knew from the past is now gone. And so you're kind of in limbo. But then as we get into January, February, and March, it's going to put a freaking booster rocket on our spirituality and boost us in to where we belong. But also, we're ready for that. We are truly ready for that. And all of us are going to feel it. All of us are going to feel it, right? And so it's going to, hey, Shelly, it's really going to make us go WTF, because you're going to know stuff that you didn't think that you knew. It's already been uploaded. It's already here, right? And the energy is going to pop us up. And there's going to be something with the election. Again, I don't know what it is, but there's something about the election where he may not get inaugurated. I keep getting this again and again, that there is investigations going on. And Shelley, I'm good. And I don't know when it's going to come, right? But individual investigations have already started. They've already concluded with the knowledge that it was taken by the voting machines. And there's something about whistleblowers from Europe, exchange of money, things like that. So again, I don't know. I'm doubting this because of what happened November 4th or November 5th. But it's interesting. So we'll see how it pans out. I'm kind of skeptical just simply because Spirit has said, it's not a ruse, Bill. It's not a ruse. So, because I'm in my defiant place at the moment, where, and I can get like that when, and it's in 9 times out of 10 for me and for all of us, I believe it is the last bit of our third dimensional self being released from it and our ego's holding on to it. Like, okay, if I don't have this, then who am I going to be? Because we don't know what that is yet. Okay? We know it. Well, we know it, we just don't understand it, Spirit says. Okay? So that's that. But new moon on the 30th. Set your intentions, everybody. Set your intentions for the next 30 days. Okay? Set your intentions for the next 30 days. And do those intentions with what you want out loud. Okay? Do them out loud. If you've got somebody in mind that you want to have a date with, or you want to marry them, whatever, then put that out there. If there's somebody if you want a different job, you want to work here instead, put that out there. Anything that you want, now is the time for us to tell our guides exactly what we want. And that new moon is new beginnings, okay? Angel numbers right now are going off the freaking charts. I'm seeing them all day, every day, all kinds of different clicks, okay? So, invest yourself in it, everybody. Please invest yourself in it. Because there's all kinds of things going on up there with the planets that are going to absolutely blow your mind. For the better. All types of great things when it comes to ascension. All kinds of squares and combinations of planets, T-squares and things like that. That the energy works together to bolster our power, to bolster exactly who we are going to be very, very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. Okay? So, I'm going to post a lot more of that astrology type of thing. And the alchemist guy, he's amazing. I mean, I've listened to a couple things that he's done, but it's all over my Facebook page. I mean, all over. Because, and please read them or listen to them, Chimes, because it's going to connect to you. It's going to. But do it when you're in a good mood, not because you have to, right? That's the best way to do it. When you just, you're good. When you're comfortable, right? Okay? Do those guided meditations too, twice a week. All right? So let's start question and answer. Guys, just put your questions up there and I will answer them for you. Hey, Paula. Hey, Sandy. So let me see here. There's Shelley. Okay, I got her. So Sherry says, yes, I feel a knowing of calm is related to the election results too. Awesome. Sherry says, I believe the knowing may come. Knowing may come. So something related to the election will look very different than what we expect. Exactly. Carol sees angel numbers about 3 times a day. No, trust me, it's crazy. Hey, Teresa. What's up, girl? Teresa Parker, I went to high school with. Yeah. Ringing in my ears is so loud it wakes me up. Oh, yeah. Last time I couldn't sleep at all. I talked to a friend that I haven't talked to in 25 years. Teresa knows who he is. Bob Copeland. He lives in the Napa Valley. And him and I were 2 peas in a pod in high school and after. Yeah, he would be just crazy friend. And we talked listening for 3 hours. So it's interesting how people from my past, and all of us, is starting to come up to reconnect to us if they're supposed to. And he was supposed to. So it's very, very, very cool. So Sandy says, hey, Carol did that. So guys, put your questions up there so I can answer them, okay? You got an hour. Now we got 45 minutes. So pop them up there. Hey, Kimberly, happy holidays to you too. Hope your Christmas was good. I don't know if you saw the kids or not. Yeah. So, I'll put this up here so that if there's any more questions, I can answer them when I get the chance. Okay, so we'll do more astrology then. Do more astrology? Yeah. Okay, they want me to explain something. When you're listening to astrology things, like readers and things like that, I have my favorites that I actually trust, that it actually works, right? It actually resonates with myself. Always understand that you need to know your sun sign, which is your, Aquarius, Capricorn, whatever. Your rising sign, which is your ascendant, right? And then your moon sign and your Venus sign. Okay, where's Venus at in your chart? Okay, which house is it in? Because there's a big thing coming with Venus in the next 90 days, maybe 120 days, because Venus is loving money, everybody. And it's going to be in a positive place in the freaking sky, connected to another planet, which I don't remember what I believe it's Saturn. No, Jupiter. Jupiter's the expansion planet, right? So understand that between now and then, let's say April, ask for what you want. If you hear the word ticket, buy a ticket. Please buy a ticket. It's $1.2 billion right now, guys. You're gonna get $490 million. Okay, so again, buy a ticket. You never know when you might win, but your vibration has to be high enough and in conjunction with winning. And that's the thing we have to all work on, keeping our vibration high. Okay, I know I do. Going through transformation and just trying to figure out, I don't want to say that, trying to allow them to show me what I'm supposed to do. But the lovely thing is, talking to an old friend I haven't talked to in 25 years, we talked about where I lived in Jackson, where I grew up. Just went to high school together, stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, so Sherry says, if I'll stay in NYC to move out west or further next year. I think you're staying there. Spirit's telling me she's not moving anyplace yet. Not moving anyplace yet. But you need a man. You need to have somebody. I know. Yeah. Maybe you and I can talk about that in the future. Just had a phone call. Yeah. You're always going to live in a metropolitan area, Spirit says. You're always going to be in a metropolitan area. Some place that is close to the city. Again, Chicago, New York, San Francisco, he says, LA, Denver, Dallas, Phoenix. Yeah. Because Spirit is saying, Sherry, she thrives on the city energy. She may find it difficult sometimes, but she thrives on that energy. Again, it's a good beat. Yes. Sandy, will my daughter have a positive outcome in court in a couple weeks? Sandy, can you give me more? I just need to know. You can text me. You can text me too if you want, and I can answer it. 248-310-7689. And I can answer it for you. Okay. Spirit's saying. Yeah, I need to know what it is. He's saying yes, but I want to make sure that I have a little bit more information. Oh, custody. Got you. Yes. Is he fighting for more visitation? Just let me know. Susan, what's up with the drones? Sorry if you addressed this before. No, sweetie, I didn't. I will tell you that the drones are, this is what's so interesting, is that the drones are 90%, are 10% human, 90% alien. Okay? They're getting ready to introduce themselves to the planet. And you guys have heard this before from Spirit, is that the United States is going to lead the world into ascension. Because they're here in the country. Okay, they're already here in their human suits. And we're going to lead the world because we're the youngest nation, the most powerful nation economically and militarily, and a crackpot may be the President of the United States, or maybe not. And so every president knows that they're here. Every president knows that they're here, except for one. We all know what that one is, because they can't tell him because it would be all over the freaking. He tried to make millions of dollars on it or whatever. He'd out him, whatever. That's who he is. They are ET built and flown. They fly automatically. They are not really drones the way that we look at drones, that somebody's controlling them or they're programmed a certain way. They're kind of airships. And that's why you see them over major metropolitan centers, especially New York and Washington and Jersey. Okay, I know there was some in Minnesota. I don't know if there was any in the Northeast where you ladies are at, because they're in Vermont. I'm not sure, but those are 10% human, like always, and the other 90% are ET. Okay. Because they're going to show themselves by the end of 2025. At least we'll have some knowledge of them, and they don't want to cause a big, huge panic. That's why when they questioned the White House, the Joe Biden administration, they kind of said, "Yeah, it's nothing serious. There's nothing. There's no threat from them. There's because they know what they are, but they can't say to the general public, oh, they're 10% or 90% ET, and the other 10% are not, because there'd be all hell to pay. It'd be a crazy freaking thing, because you know how Americans are. You know, they freaking react with crazy stuff. Yeah. Okay. So Susan said there has been some in Vermont. Okay, because we haven't had any in Michigan yet, so that's interesting. But we're pretty much safe anyway from all that stuff. Okay, so Sherry says a metro area energy sounds about right for sure. I mean, that's what you thrive on. Make to meet the right man, want to know, and more than ready to meet the man. Yeah, you and I just have to have a conversation some night, okay? And I can channel what's going on, but there is some resistance. Spirit says there's some resistance from here, okay, which we can talk about. We can talk about then. Kisani says they have joint custody, but he doesn't see their daughter. He lives out of state 9 months out of the year, so she's going for full custody. Okay. First you're saying no. No, he has to have some type of rights with the child. Spirit says he doesn't believe that he's not going to give you a definitive answer because there's something that is going to come up, and it has something to do with it's still his child, and he's not going to give away his parental rights. And is he kind of a bozo? Or is he just, Yes, there's something about, especially with what's going on in the courts and stuff like that. I don't think she's going to get it. 100%. Because, she may, but Spirit says he'll be back next year to fight again, to take it to court again or something. He's going to do something. And again, I don't agree with it a lot of time, because if you don't live close enough where you can interact with your child and the child gets to know you and things like that, because sperm is sperm. It doesn't mean that you're my daddy. Dads are people who help support the child and live with the child or see the child every other week or whatever. So I'm totally like that. But yeah, Sandy, maybe we need to just set up something I can tell you, because there's lots more to say, but I don't want to say it here. And I can ask you questions and things like that to get a clear view, because it's not just yes or no. Okay? You got my phone number, right? If you don't, just let me know. Okay, so let's see. So Joe sensed that another species will be revealed. You mean ETs, Joe? Because all the ETs are already here, the Greys and the Reptilians, and the ones from Palladians and Sirius and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But they're going to be, I know. Spirit says there's always been a schedule for the past 15,000 years. There's always been a schedule for them to be revealed when the world is at a place. Now, everybody will not agree. Many people will use them as villains. They'll be used as scapegoats. They will be killed, taken into custody, which is kind of dumb. I mean, it's third dimensional shit. So yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. And that should happen probably in the summertime, June, July, August. Okay. When people are on vacation and things like that. So it's not this big, huge November story or freaking March story when everybody's inside because it's cold outside. Yeah. Okay. So is there anybody else who's got that? There's Kathy. I get that they are doing surveillance. Oh yeah. I mean, they're trying to be seen. And since nobody's really pinpointing who they are and not going after them and shooting them down, that's the indication that they're not a threat. It is our makers, let's say. Yeah, our makers, okay? So Sheila says, having trouble sleeping, waking up around 12 or 1 and doze after that, any advice? Well, sweetie, I will give you, because I know that you just joined Coaching for the Soul memberships. So you and I can talk about that. Because there's a whole thing of why you're not sleeping, okay? And first time when we talk, which will probably be next month because you just began, it'll go longer than 15 minutes or whatever. We'll probably talk for 45 minutes to an hour just to get you up to speed, okay? Because there's all kind. It's all about the ascension. It's all about them contacting you, your spirit guide, your guardian angels. It's all about them seeing your light and raising your vibration. And all of us have gone through it for the last 2-3 years, where we can't sleep. Normally they wake us up between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, because that's usually when we get into REM sleep. If we go to bed like 10:30, 11 o'clock, whatever, even 10 o'clock. If you go to bed sooner than that, earlier than that, I should say, it may happen between 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, things like that. Whenever they see your big bold light come out of the sky, all they do is look for light. And they see your light and they come down and they bother you, so you wake up. And then all that you have to say is, Spirit, I need you to leave me alone because I'm still human. Because they don't think you're human. All they see is your bright light, your white light going up to the universe. And so you have to tell them, because your spirit guides work for you. Okay? Let them lead you. We'll talk about that too. And work with them as collaborators and things like that. Again, talk out loud. Tell them what you want. But sleep is tough. Sleep is tough because the energy is going what is called quantum energy times 1,000 right now. So it is zooming so fast. That's why the days are going by so fast. The year went by like that. I mean, that's crazy, right? That it goes so fast. That's why, because of quantum energy. Okay. So it will, but we'll talk about all of that. Okay. And I'll contact you after I'm done here. I'll send you a text on how you can book your appointments and things like that. And, we'll hook it all up. Okay. You can, we've still got time this month if you want to do if you want to start in December, you can. I would rather you do it in January, then you get an extra month. Just saying. See, I work against myself, right? So, oh yeah, you should go ahead and start in December. You know what? If you can wait. If you don't want to wait, it's no big deal. Cool. I'll explain to you how to book. Okay. Hey, Becca, what's going on? Yeah, Sherry, follow up with me. Hey, Haley, what's up, girl? Okay, so saying he would get visitation. Yeah, that part she'll win. But there's something in there where she may have to accept more than the visitation if he's in town or whatever. Can't say yeah, he's definitely a goofball. I get that. He's just a goofball. Sperm donor, Spirit says. Donor. And if they can prove that he's kind of a goofball, then that he's not capable of taking care of her if he visits, right? Right in my back at you. Yeah. In his head, he's pretty straightforward, and he thinks that, but he's not. He's deeply connected to spirit. He just doesn't know what the hell it is. I get it. Yeah. You and I need to talk. I can tell you a lot of stuff. Okay. He's difficult to deal with. Oh, yeah, I can, yeah. He's spirit showing me his energy that I just got is the fact that he's defiant. He's defiant because of his growing up. He's defiant, Spirit says. And because of the way that he grew up with his mom and his dad and the rest of the clan. So, okay. Okay, so Lisa, New Mexico seems to have hit a bit of a roadblock. Is it still going through? What happened with the roadblock? What do you mean? Did it come from your end or their end? And I still see you. I know you're still going. Okay, you're still going, but you have to want to go. You have to be positive that you want to go to New Mexico. Lisa is a traveling nurse, and so she travels to do things around different places. Okay, so Spirit, who's in my right ear or my left ear? What is that about? My left ear is like pitches way up here. You just went way. That's what you do, guys. When something changes in your head with the volume, like if you get ringing in your ears and it goes to a really high pitch, ask them who it is. Don't say what it is. So Spirit, who's in my right ear? Who's in my left ear? Spirit, why is it only in my left ear? And I don't understand this yet. I will, but again, brains are separate, right? And I don't understand right from left at the moment. I'm not that smart. They haven't told me yet. But I know that my left side of my head tingles more than my right side because my right side's already developed. So I think that means I'm left-brained, I think, if I'm not really sure. But you guys should always do that. Yeah, Lisa. Just text me, and I call you, and we can talk about it for a minute, all right? No big deal, yeah. Guys, I'll always do that. If you have a question, it's like something stopped or whatever, and you don't know what to do about it, that's when you send me a text, and Bill, can I get 10 minutes? I do it for free, okay? And I can give you a small piece of exactly what to do, and normally it is they're just wanting you to wait. They want to see how you act when you have to wait, because we're so wanting instant gratification, which does not happen in your spirituality at all, because you're going to run across people when you are in your 5D energy that want it right now, and you get to explain to them how it doesn't work right now at all, as we get closer and closer to 2026, okay? Hey, Dr. Jenny, what's up? Okay, Haley, are we doing situation? Yes, we are. Taz, we're doing question and answer all hour till 4 o'clock. Okay. Lisa, I've been using the meditation radio channel on my pen. Really? I didn't know there was a meditation channel on Pandora. It helps her sleep lately. Well, that's kind of cool. Huh. Could you send it to me so I can kind of tell people about it, or you can tell people about it here? Yeah, be kind of cool. So Shelly, I can't ever sleep anymore. I know. I got 3.5, 4 hours sleep last night. Don't know why. So I've been sleeping really good for the last like 2 weeks. And now, nothing. Last night was just, I don't know. Maybe it was because I was talking to my friend about stuff from my past and things like that. Chimes, probably that's what it is, because we have a really good spiritual connection. He's an Aquarius, I'm a Capricorn. Aquarius is my rising sign in my birth chart. So I'm very Aquarian with the way that I do things. It kind of gives me the ability, and I'm a Pisces moon, so it gives me the ability to do this job with my knowledge from spirit and my knowledge that's been downloaded and uploaded, right? Bring me my compassion. Because when my Capricorn self is in charge, there's no compassion there. That is raw. It's just like, do it, let's go. Ain't got no time, come on, let's go. And that, for me, is slowly drifting away, okay? Anything else? Joe. Hey, Liz, what's going on? Hey, Allison. What's up, Allison Strange? How was your Christmas? Okay, so Lisa, it's their end, okay? They're worried about the future if there is a new administration. Rakuda said they slowed things down. That's where, yeah. It's because it's a democratic state, it's a blue state. All the blue states are looking at what do we have to do to protect the state, that we still get our federal aid, that we still get all the things that we need, because of retribution. Okay? Which you wouldn't think in 2024, 2025 and beyond we would have that, but unfortunately it's a possibility. Yeah. But it'll be okay. It'll be all right. Allison, left side for her means those who passed are with me. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Left side are often related to mother ancestors. Right side is father. Oh, okay. So Sherry just said, Sherry does energy work and all kinds of cool stuff. She's in New York City. She's amazing. If you want a clearing and stuff like that in your house, she cleared my house after Lee left, and she pointed out all the portals in my house, right? All the portals to spirit and stuff like that, and all this cool stuff. She's freaking amazing. She's amazing. At my house, she cleared it all, which was wonderful. So she says left side is mother ancestors, right side is father ancestors. Okay. My mom's always around now. She wasn't around for a really long time. My dad was always around, but in the last 2-3 months, my mother's always. I mean, I see her all the time in my mind's eye, all the time. I know why. My aunt, her younger sister died last Sunday. They found her in bed, fastest. Well, she went to sleep and didn't wake up, which is what a fabulous way to pass, right? Oh my God! And she was clairvoyant, but she never used it. She refused it completely. She was born in 1934. She was 90 years old. And my mom's second sister, and because she had all sisters. And she always swore it off, because she was afraid of the dead people that are always in her bedroom. Yeah. And my mom was all spiritual and stuff like that. So she was not. So she was my last contact. My mom died in 1988, right? So to hear from her when she would come to Michigan, to my cousin's house, all about how they grew up and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. And that's gone now, so it kind of sucks. Yeah, kind of sucks. She's glad, okay, so Allison's glad the holidays are over. I also need, okay, so Sherry says, my hormone medicine, which much higher dose will I need to cancel symptoms, 1-2 levels higher. Yes. Okay, I haven't said this before, but Spirit wants to tag on to that. Spirit is saying that as we go through ascension for females and for males, they're going to have to go on stronger hormone treatments because their body is changing and shifting. With men, it's testosterone. Okay, it's testosterone. Because we're going to be living for a much, much longer time, like up to 40 years longer. So it's going to be something that is going to just become natural in our bodies. Yeah. And it's going to have to be supplemented, because until they can fix the way that men are, and females too, I mean, men start losing testosterone as soon as we get it. I mean, it's crazy how by like age 40, you're at 50% of your natural testosterone, because you're supposed to live till maybe 45, 50. That's it, right? Well, now we're living to be 85, 86, 90, 95, whatever. It's going to go past that. And so I went on testosterone treatment since, 2000. That's why I still have hair. I don't look as old as I should look, because it supplements the testosterone in my body, but it gives me energy also. And that's what is, all men need that. Females, it is to keep things running smoothly, running in the proper way. So Joe, my loved ones are visiting me all the time as animals. Really, Joe? That got chimes, Joe. That's cool. Well, you and I need to have a conversation about that. That's cool. So Joe is saying his loved ones are visiting him all the time as animals. So that's kind of cool. Joe is a unique human being. This guy sees messages everywhere. And he's just this guy that is so cool. And he doesn't kind of work spiritually, right? And yeah. He always has the coolest things happen to him. They're weird to a lot of people, right? But Joe's quirky. He's a cool guy. He is a teacher. And he's pretty cool. Well, Joe, that's interesting how they visit you not as humans but as animals. I wonder why. Do you know why? Yeah. I think that's the last question, I think. Yeah. Also, Carol, is the upcoming Carol going to go? Yes, sweetie. Yes. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Yep. Spirit wants, and again, and you know this, but I'm going to give you this. They're with you 100% of the time. They're going to be with you without you asking the entire journey. They're already there now. You're under the protective guidance and energy of your guides, with the help of Archangel Raphael, okay? And Archangel Michael will protect you. And you're just gonna be good. You will heal much faster than anybody thought. Okay? And I don't know what it is. But yeah. Yeah, interesting. You're really, and I know this already, right? I know how deeply connected you are to your guides and to the divine and God. So you'll be good. Trust me, you ain't going anywhere. You're going to come out just fine. Yeah. Okay, okay, Carol. So Spirit's like, did she actually ask that question? I'm like, yeah, she asked the question. She's going to be okay. And they find it interesting that even the deeply connected smart ones need to have reassurance in third dimension that they're going to be fine. And that's true, because we're still living in 3D. They don't understand that a lot of the time. They're like, come on, let's just go. It doesn't work like that. We got all kinds of stuff. We got all kinds of stuff got all kinds of stuff that we have to process to be there, right? It's true. It's true. I know. They're like, oh my gosh, it takes you people forever. Like, pretty much. But that's in our soul journey, right? It's already in the soul journey. And it's interesting that they say you're still here. Well, yeah, because guess what? The plan is, and they know the plan, but they'd like us to move a little bit faster. But we are also further ahead than what the world, the energy on the planet, believed we'd ever be. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, so Elizabeth, hi Elizabeth. Can you confirm if I saw what or who I thought I saw at my church's Christmas Eve service? Tall figure, then it cuts off. Let me see if I can see more. Usually it won't let me see more. No, it won't let me see more. A tall figure out of the corner of the corner of your eye. Was it Jesus? Nothing demonic. Spirit told me it was Jesus. Did you think it was Jesus? Because Jesus does that. Jesus does that. It's amazing how many times he has come to me doing readings. For the person, it's usually doing mediumship, or if they're going through a really hard time trying to understand who they're becoming. But Elizabeth, did you tell me any more? Let me see. Okay, so Joe says they come as animals because he's connected, and they're just saying hello. Okay, so Dr. Jenny, can you share what you know about the galaxies? Oh, sure. I recently discovered a connection with them as my guides, and they can't say anything else, Dr. Jenny. I can tell you that, I don't know exactly what you want me to talk about the galaxies about. Let me see. I know our solar system, and I know the energy that's here, that we are surrounded by. I don't know if do you follow astrology? If you don't, you should, and it's not that difficult to understand. I take out all the technical stuff because I'm not that technical. I'm really not, and I listen to how it's going to affect people. How it's going to affect me, things like that. But if you can tell me some more, I will gladly answer it for you, okay? Because there's all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Okay, well, Carol, when things are rough, you need to call me, okay? Just talk for a minute. You got my phone number. If you don't, let me know. Hey, Laura, what's up? How you doing in Florida? She's in Sarasota. Okay, so Elizabeth just said maybe it was Jesus. It was Jesus. I'm telling you, it was Jesus. And that's what Spirit told me as soon as I read part of it, is that it was Jesus. He very seldom, if you are not channeling, he very seldom will come in front of your face unless you're asleep because of your reaction. Okay, and also it's easier for them to let you feel that because they're not shocked, right? It's like if you look this way, you wouldn't see it because it was just there because he's right behind you, okay? And usually it's an energy, it is a feeling. That's the way that I've done it with aliens, okay? Dragons, they'll be right there in my peripheral vision, and when I go to look, they're gone. And I think that has a lot to do with our connection to our guides and where we're at in our ascension. Yeah. Hey, Robin, what's going on? Okay, and they said I don't need to talk out loud among other stuff. What have you learned about them? Well, I don't know why they would tell you not to talk out loud unless you're 100% clear channel and you don't need to, and you're totally balanced, and you don't need to let go of energy. If you're able to do it, I'm not able to do it unless I meditate, unless I talk. That allows me to empty myself out, even if it's complaining, right? If that's what you heard as you were meditating, or if you were just sitting still and allowing them to have conversations, showing you things, you're pretty high. I know, high level energy being, and I'd love to talk to you more about it because I know people who go from Sirius to the galaxy, to the constellation of the Pleiadians, and to the Big Dipper, and they have all these connections because they're alien-like. The person is alien-like, and I think I mentioned before. I have a person who she was married to an alien, and I do readings for her on special occasions and things like that. Right, contact him, and he comes down, and he decides. We decide he'll ask us. Well, what do you want me to look like, Bill? Ask her too. human, or you want me to, or can I be natural? And for me, it's natural. Some things for her, she's like, no, it doesn't matter to me. She doesn't care. But we've talked about that stuff too. Yeah, I'd like to know more. You got me intrigued, because that's cool. Okay, know about them and that could help me. Well, if you follow astrology, that's more than likely why you're a galactic being already. And I'll tell you, do you have a YouTube feed? If you do, awesome. If you don't, get one, because they will bring you all kinds of things to engage with you, to bring what you need to know to the surface. It's already been uploaded. I just know that they interact with Earth so profoundly, because they're such ancient beings, and we are not. Our souls are, but not like that. And that's where we came from. Yeah, I'd like to talk to you more about that because I'm kind of a geek. I'm kind of a geek for that. So we may have to have a conversation. Okay, so Haley says, 2 nights ago, I woke up, my third eye was vibrating. Awesome, 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 awesome. So Haley, 2 nights ago, woke up with her third eye vibrating. Has anybody else ever had that? Ask Spirit what it meant. Well, what it meant is that you're connected to Spirit. I mean, that's the thing. I wake up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, my body's just vibrating. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, okay, good. You woke me up, but I got to go back to sleep. And within 10 minutes, it's completely neutral again. But that's because it's trying to open, Haley. It's trying to open. You got to allow that to open. Okay? Do your meditations. Do your conversations. You've grown a lot. You've grown a lot with what you've been taking care of for yourself. And that's the next chapter. Okay? Because you and I talked about who you're going to be. So it's going to be phenomenal. And it's wonderful that that happened, because it's trying to open itself up, and you just gotta allow it. Okay, you just say out loud, okay, Spirit, I know, I need to allow my third eye to open. Or you go to YouTube and punch and put in third eye vibrating and watch the videos. Yeah, they'll give you all kinds of similar videos, and you pick one and you watch it. If it doesn't resonate with you, pick the next one. It'll resonate. You may get 2, 3, 4, 5 things from all the videos that you watch. Okay? Because if it resonates with you, your energy will engage with that. And basically, recognition, right? Where your heart gets big, or your energy goes zzz really fast, right? And you're just watching it and absorbing all of it without even paying attention to it. You're not even hearing it, but your body, your energy is absorbing what you're hearing, because now my ears just went up another octave in the humming, in the ringing. So yeah, so that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Has anybody else had that? How do you connect with the galactics? They said I don't need to talk out loud. I literally don't know anything about them. Okay, so for me, I'm just a clear channel. And when you say galactics, are you talking about the planets or other galaxies other than the Milky Way, or are you talking about talking to your guides? Because for me, I've been a clear channel since I was a child. So for me, it was just automatic. But as I grew up, I used it for specific things, but not for what I really should have done it, because I wasn't supposed to. But when I talk to Spirit all the time, and do I get answers? No. I get answers eventually, right? But usually it's for me because I talk a lot, which probably drives the dog nuts, because I'm always talking. But I've been doing this since I was a kid. So for me, it's just normal to do that. Because I can get better answers for myself, right? I can say something out loud to Spirit, and I'll be like, oh my God, why would you think that? Because I'm clearing everything out. Yeah, I know. Clearing stuff out. Yeah, clearing stuff out. Okay. Bill, what do the planets Uranus and Neptune serve meaning as humans? Okay, Uranus is warlike, but it's like FU war. Like Mars is warlike in like, we're going to put troops on the ground. I'm going to fucking just beat the hell out of you, right? And that's that energy. That's why the planet's red, they say. Well, atmospherically, it lost its atmosphere and it just turned because of the iron that's there. But they can say what they want to. Neptune is all about dreams and all about fantasies and all about loosening you up. Being in a fantasy world, which all of us need to be in at least one, like daydreaming, things like that. The outer planets take a really long time to go around the sun. And it's kind of like Pluto. Pluto's the farthest planet out, and it takes over 342 years, I believe it is, when it goes from zodiac sign to zodiac sign. It will be in Aquarius for a little over 20 years. It was in Capricorn for 15 years, almost 16 years. See, so it takes a long time. 238 years I just got. 238 years it takes for Pluto to go through every single zodiac sign. And I know with Uranus it's 187 years. Okay, but when the outer planets conjunct to our original planets, it can be tug of war, or it can be blissfully wonderful, right? Like Venus and Jupiter together in Cancer. Oh my God, this summer. It's going to be a freaking love fest. People are going to be maybe have some money. Hello, Blake. How's it going, my friend? I mean, it's going to be a good time this summer. Okay. Once we get all the other junk figured out. But yeah, Uranus is this. It truly is. With no conversation, no anything. They're just like, you know what? Screw you. And when that is engaged, it was engaged with this past fall, it was engaged with both Mercury and Mars, one after another. That's why like from September on was a cluster of just disaster. Nobody's moving forward. Everybody's angry. The election was in there. That's why it's so messy. That's why it's so messy. It's interesting. Both planets are interesting. Neptune is the god of the water, okay? And where do we come from? The water. We feel at home in the water. We feel refreshed in the water, especially the ocean, right? And so Neptune is the god, like I said, of water, and the planet itself is light blue, and you cannot see the surface. It is nothing but gas, right? And it's pretty freaking cool. It's pretty freaking cool. Because it gives us our playful, daydreamy, non-serious feeling that a lot of people don't use to their advantage because they're so stuck in third dimension. The blessing about Neptune is it's breaking third dimension as we go into 5D, and it absolutely lets us roll with the punches, right? Daydream about what we could actually be. And again, that works with our ascension because we go into a state of dreamy not even in our heads, but we are in this lovely place of, I really don't care about anything. And you're just floating. You're just floating, and the time goes really fast, and it's hard to get grounded, and it's just lovely. It's just, and then you got Uranus who's going to punch you in the freaking gut just to get you to wake the hell up, out of that dreamy state. And then there's Mars. Again, it's going to make you going to pound it to the ground. Yeah. And Mercury's going to talk your ear off. So, yeah. And Venus is love and money. Jupiter's expansion. Okay. Right now, I believe Saturn and Venus are conjunct, so they're right across from each other, and they're pulling each other. And Saturn's control, structure, and Venus is love and money, right? It's smaller. Saturn's huge, right? With the rings around it. It's a beautiful planet. It is the Capricorn. It controls Capricorn. and it used to control Aquarius too. But it's a big, huge structure giant that loves structure, that loves, you need to follow the rules. There's nothing but follow the rules. Don't do it. You got to follow the rules. And the cool thing is when it goes backwards, when it goes retrograde, the rules get loosened, which is kind of strange. Yeah. So astrology is fascinating. It is truly fascinating. That's why I always tell people, get your birth chart. PamGregory.com. Scroll all the way down on our website, and there will say free birth chart. Click on the free birth chart, and just put in your info, enter it, and everything comes up that you're pretty much alike. Yeah, it tells you everything. Every single house. There's 12 houses because there's 12 months, and it tells you exactly who you are with the planets in those houses. And it's about 95% right, because you got your rising sign too, and your moon sign, and Venus sign. But I usually go for sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign. Because moon is your emotion. It is exactly, how much do you flow? I'm a Pisces. So for me, it's all about me being that lovely person, which I have to push down deep because I would be a mess. Pretty much. Yeah. Well, Dr. Jenny, I believe you with that. You definitely have that energy. More than likely, one of the reasons why you are a galactic being already. Okay, so Spirit's telling me you came from Sirius, and more than likely you're a gray alien. You're a gray. Or some variation of Spirit says. Okay? Okay, so a question from Alice. Is our transition from U.S. to Mexico going to be relatively easy? It's going to be easy as hell. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. Yeah. Because two of my friends who live in Vermont are moving from Vermont to this great place in Mexico, and having a house built and everything else, and it's pretty, it's pretty Americanized. It's patrolled and it's safe and stuff like that. And they're having a house built, and yes, it's going to be actually quicker and more seamless than you think. It's all here. Don't worry about it. Okay, we just have to look and see where the next 2 or 3 Mercury retrogrades are at. Okay, we just have to look and see, and I can do that for you too. So I can tell you when the next ones are. I can look it up and see, and where Mars is at. Okay, for the next year, because I know you guys are going to move this year. So yeah. Dr. Jane says, this is landing. Thank you. Sure. If you want to know anything else, let me know. She's a geek too. Yeah. We can just talk about all this stuff. It'd be fine. Hey, Pam, how are you? Gosh, I haven't seen you and talked to you forever. Merry Christmas. So Haley says, I'm good, thank you. So Shelly, my mom recently passed away, and I think she messes with me. Honey, she messes with you all the time. She's messing with you all the time. Okay. Oh, do you wear dresses or skirts? Because if you do, she's always flipping them up. If you're wearing pants or jeans, she's always, are you getting tugs on your loops or tugs at your butt? Pokes on your butt. Because your mother's doing something like that to get your attention, to have you say, Mom, stop. Or, hey, Mom, what are you doing this for? Whatever. She's trying to get your attention, basically. So messes with me and my boyfriend move. Oh, totally. She just wants you to acknowledge that it's her. Of course it's her. Who else would it be? She's laughing right now, saying that she cannot believe that you would think it was anybody else but her. She's right there. Yeah. He just said, silly girl. Of course it's me. Yeah. Who else has died lately? Yes. Who else would you think it was going to be? I don't know, Mom. You might want to just say your name when you're there. That usually freaks people out, though. Yeah. But that's who it is. And then where it says see more, I'll answer it when we're done. Okay. Oh shoot! It's already 4 o'clock. Holy cannoli. Okay. It's new to me. That is Allison and Pam. Hello. Neptune is. Well, Joe, that's because you freaking swim. Joe swims like in competitions and stuff like that, right? I think you still do. That's what that is. And you would fit that energy totally, Joey. Totally. Yeah. Do you want to talk about, let me know. We'll chat. Okay. Lisa says, I keep smelling cologne today. I don't recognize it. Who do I know? Do you know who it is? Yes. It is either your grandfather, one of your grandfathers, or a spirit guide who's trying to get you to pay attention to him. And you need to say so what's up with the cologne? Spirit, what's up with the cologne? Or is it grandpa because you may not have known him in this lifetime? Maybe it's something, but they're trying to get your attention again. Okay? It's not your dad. It's not your dad at all. Okay. Did you have a brother that passed away? Because Spirit is saying it's somebody in the family who's extended. Extended family. Okay? Yeah. But anytime you smell something, every time that you taste something in your mouth, but usually it's smell, and it's usually smell. I smell my mother all the time when I was still with Lee. And he would say, yeah, Bill, your mom's here. And I'm like, Mom, you don't need to, she smelled like a chimney, right? But it was calming because she was my mom, right? When she gave you a hug or whatever. Or too, when I was sick as a kid, she would rock me in the rocking chair, which made her nauseous all the time. But it was the only way I could fall asleep in the hospital. So it's my mom. And I said, Mom, just tell me that you're here. Well, she'd rather do it the other way. He'd rather do the smell to make me go, Mom, hey, okay, what's going on? What are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Now, like I said before, I see her in my mind's eye almost every day. And I believe that's because of what's coming up for me. And also, because my dad's kind of extinct now. He's not around a lot. And her sister died a week ago. So, yeah. But that's always it. It's always family trying to get you to, they're trying to prompt you to say something to them. To be inquisitive. Our guides and the people who passed away love us to be inquisitive. So who is that? See, it's interesting. The volume of ring in my head has gone down 50%. 50%. See? And that's because I was in my head. I'm like, okay, will you lower the frickin', there it goes up again. Yeah. See? Gotta be inquisitive. You gotta ask the questions out loud. In Dr. Jenny's case, she can ask it in her head. Things like that. Yeah. I got something else to say about that too, guys. So, okay. So Lisa's bro's still alive. Maybe grandfather. It's so strong right now. And probably it's your grandfather, your dad's dad, because he's with your dad. And if dad has not had the energy to send you love bombs, grandpa might be doing it for him. And so you can say, okay, so grandpa, or whatever you called him, whatever the family called him, whatever. Are you my dad's dad? Or, what's up with the cologne? Yeah. My dad wore Old Spice when I was a kid. And it's like, oh my God, Dad, could you let me buy you something else for Christmas? And I did. And he well, this is rather expensive. I'm like, well, Dad, I can't wear Old Spice all the time. It comes from the Walgreens. Yeah, sorry, that's just who I am. I'm a little bougie. Yeah. Anything else there? Nope, nothing else is there. So anyway, guys, I got all the questions. If you guys have more questions, I'm going to put this on the YouTube channel. If you would please ask me the questions there, I will answer them for you probably tonight or tomorrow. If you don't have a YouTube feed, get a YouTube feed. It's free. Get one. They will use that energy, because they are energy, to bring you videos and things that are for you. And you'll be surprised what you learn. One thing I was going to say, because the Spirit just dropped it in my brain. We've talked about being telepathic. Okay, and how by 2030, most of us will be, my volume in my ears just went up like to 100%. We're going to be able to telepathically speak to each other. Okay, well, something came across my YouTube feed today that talked about they're already doing communication with being telepathic, and it's working out extremely well. and they're very surprised that it's working out well. Well, that's simply because our energy on the planet is rising, and the new beings, meaning us, are going to be able to send messages to each other without having to call, text, or whatever. So that's interesting, and I posted it on my Bill Clairvoyant Facebook page. So, and also on Bill Hobart, I think. But check that out, because it's an interesting read. It's an interesting read, and the awesome thing is there's so much going on, like I've talked about this year, about the water, the ocean, and from Magenta Pixie in England, and she has these people that she talks to, the Nine, and it's freaking amazing. She was on Pam Gregory. I don't remember when last year. I believe it was in the spring, and she talked about Neptune, the god of Neptune, and the water, and the three prongs, and things like that, and how they're already working on ocean water revitalizing our innards, our major organs, so we live longer, where we will actually spend time in the salt water of the ocean, and actually helping to heal the organs that are starting to wear out, especially us that were born in 3D, right? And deep 3D, 1960 for me. So it was deep 3D. Hell, I think it was sometimes freaking 2D, because it was so freaking, like, oh my God, horrible back then. But that's interesting too, because that is coming to the forefront also. So all kinds of cool stuff, guys, is going on behind the scenes, and we don't know about them unless you have a YouTube feed, and you ask about things. Ask about things. But who would know to ask about that? Again, I only knew it because I watched that video with Pam Gregory, and everything like uploaded, and my brain was like click, 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 and I did a video on it. That day, it was Coaching for the Soul. It was a Thursday, and I'm like, holy God, this is so freaking amazing. And so that's why you gotta have YouTube. That's why you gotta have a YouTube feed. Okay. Facebook and Instagram are good. TikTok is good too. But Instagram, you get videos that can be 15, 20 minutes or longer, and they actually bring them to you so they have to resonate, so that we understand the uploads that we've done. And it's pretty amazing, because you'll be drawn to what you need to watch, guys. Don't think, well, I don't know which one to watch. Trust me, watch one and go, okay. And number two is the one. Trust me, it works every time. It works every time. So let me see if there's anything else here. Yes. So cool. Okay, so if you have more questions on the YouTube channel, Bill Hobart, and readings until the 2nd of January. Half our readings are $65. Pick one of those up, give them for a gift, whatever. The Coaching for the Soul memberships are all 10% off at the moment, and you get a month for free. So it's a deal. And there's lots of people on here who have been in the memberships for a while, and they're still going. So it's pretty good. You get to talk to me anytime you want to, basically. So it's pretty cool. And there's 5 different levels at different prices and different times you can spend with me. And what else? Gift certificates. If you buy a gift certificate as a gift or for yourself, you get an extra 15 minutes. Okay? So you get a free reading. It's all good. So namaste, everybody. It was a great hour. It went really fast. And I'll see you next Thursday at 3 o'clock for Coach for the Soul. See you guys. Oh, wait. Happy New Year. Because the next one is the 2nd, I believe. Yeah. So Happy New Year, everybody. See you. Bye.